This is the YEREADW USB-C tester. Comes in a nice plastic case here. Here's the unit itself. Instruction manual. I got this for testing USB-C cables, specifically charging cables with a PD connection to monitor wattage and voltage connections. This will do 3.6 to 32 volts for a PD handshake. Supports PD2 and PD 3.0. Handles up to 256 watts and 8 amps of current. This does need 2 things plugged into it for it to power on for USB-C. You can also test USB-A if you need to. It does have this micro connector with a USB-A on it. I'm not sure what that's for. There's no mention of it in the manual. This button here will change your display to show different information. So I've got my power bank here, and I'm going to go ahead and see how much wattage this is actually drawing. I've got a power supply, and we'll plug this into the power supply. This is rated for 65 watts. And then I'll plug in my power bank to the other side. I'll see it didn't turn on because I don't have anything else plugged in. Once I plug this in, it says welcome. Power bank powers on, and it's going to start ramping up. Alright, so I can see on my PD connection I've handshaked at 9.7 volts. I'm currently drawing 3.8 amps, giving me 61 watts of draw, and sure enough the power bank says it's drawing 61 watts, so it's dead on the money. Pressing this button will give you other options. Here I can see my voltages on each pin. My data pins are currently running at 2.6 volts with my primary voltage on 19.8 drawing 3.0 amps, which is 61 watts, bouncing around there. It also shows my power draw over time, so I've currently drawn 107 milliamp hours, 2.14 watt hours. Also shows the resistance. This thing pretty much shows it all. This screen here actually shows capacity as it's drawing. So if I wanted to test the capacity of this power bank, I would draw it down to 0%, charge it using this, and watch my capacity, and it'll tell me what the capacity is of the battery. I could use it for a phone or a power bank or anything that has a USB chargeable battery in it, and see what the actual capacity of the battery is. Here's another screen that shows my PD handshake voltage, my amp draw, and my wattage. These are just bigger numbers, a little bit easier to see. And this is a cool function here. I can see my voltage fluctuation. So the yellow line is my PD handshake voltage. I'm fluctuating around 19.7 volts. The blue line is my current. You can see my current's pretty steady. My voltage is wavering a little bit, still within normal range. This graph here shows my ripple voltage, a little bit zoomed in view of the power fluctuation. It does say here the variance, and it's about 0.038 millivolts. That's just fine. Now that my charger has settled a little bit better, my ripple voltage variance is only 0.01 millivolts. Very smooth signal. Kudos to this charger. Here's a system settings screen, there's a display off screen, and then I'm back at the main screen. So for the price, this thing is surprisingly very accurate and has a lot of cool features in it. Definitely be using this for my USB-C testing of my cables, my power banks, my devices. Pretty much every USB-C device that charges I can monitor with this, get all the stats. Just like having a nice digital multimeter. Here it is, all compact into one device. Everything's working great, it's accurate, definitely 5-star review on this one.
Carga rápida a unos 12 voltios con un cargador compatible. Y también cómo mide voltaje y corriente en un cargador antiguo de 5 voltios. Mide voltaje, corriente, potencia, energía en vatio hora, un gráfico de carga y el tiempo, y más parámetros. Lo único que él echa de menos es una entrada USB-C tipo socket, para poder probar directamente cargadores de portátil, sin usar adaptadores. Por lo demás, es un medidor muy completo, preciso y fácil de usar.